Come on in, welcome to my home. It's October favorites, and I have a lot of favorites I think you're going to like for this October. And so let's start off, because this could possibly be a long video because there are a lot of them. But one of the first ones that I have, and all of these come from, well, I think most of them come from Amazon Vine, which means that I get these products for free and I can test them out, and I want to share them with you so that you can see what you think about them. And I think you're going to think they're pretty cool. I know that I have absolutely been loving them, so you might like them this October. But let's jump into it. The first thing that we have are these really cool curtains. These are the KGORGE Heavy Faux Linen Blackout curtains. I have these up in my bedroom. They look great. Now, the one thing that I can say is they need ironed. They wrinkle. Yes, I know. I am one of those people who's usually against anything that can wrinkle. However, these look so good. They do look like linen. They are very blackout, which I do like. I think that's great if you want to darken your room. I like the color of them. They are washed. This is what they look like when they have been washed. You can do the rod pocket or you can do the tab back. The tab back is just that. It has tabs on the back of it so that you can slide your rod through the tabs and you can get a point where the curtain actually closes a little bit closer. So you get more of that shot, more of the window showing. I like the tab backs a lot. These are the 96-inch length. They just lightly puddle onto the floor. They feel good. They look good. I'm kind of really liking these. They make my room look very nice for this time of year since it does get so dark so early. I wanted the color up at the window so that way you could see it. Now we have Rechargeable Flameless Candles. Okay, let's talk about these. No, normally these are not my style because I'm not really big on the salmon color at first. The salmon color did read salmon or coral or whatever, and I wasn't a real huge fan of the extra lights that are around them. However, at nighttime they look great. I'm actually surprised. I do like the flickering candle part of this. I like the fact that they are rechargeable. They use a USB cable to recharge them. I don't have to have anything strange, or I hate the ones that take batteries because then you have to use the batteries. This is also a different type of rechargeable battery of light, though one right there. That is also rechargeable candle. You can put them everywhere. They hold charge. I think I've now had, this one has been on for the last 7 hours off of one charge. The ones that, the salmon color ones that I'm showing you, which I think are one of my favorites for this fall, have been on for 10 hours, still on the same charge. They're easy to charge. They're just wonderful to take care of. And I think they're really good. I do like the fact that they do provide enough light that you would use for an area, not something that you would read by, but something that would give you a wonderful, effective way to light up the room. They have timers, so that way you can set them to come on at a certain amount of, for a certain amount of time. Not set them to come on, but once you turn them on, they can stay on for a certain amount of time, which is really nice because then you can fall asleep to candlelight, which is really, really nice without worrying about burning your house down. I like the ambiance of candles, so I can honestly say I recommend that. Okay, the acrylic bathroom organizer. This is one of those things where I'm not using it in my bathroom. In fact, the two bathroom organizers that I have one in my pantry. This is the acrylic one, which I absolutely love. I think it holds a ton. I like the sturdiness of it. I like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. You could have it wherever you want it to have it. It is strong, and that's one of the things that I do like about that. It is strong. Since it's acrylic, you can wipe it up, so that you don't have to worry about spills. Now, the one thing that I have found, and the reason that I didn't put this in the other spot, is the fact that it does not have any way of containing like any spill. So if you spill something, it would drip out along the sides of it, which is okay, because what I'm using it as is just basically like a shelf right there where it's at. It will hold things up. I don't have to worry about it bending under the weight. That is a nice thing, and I think it looks really nice. I'm sure at some point I will move it to a different spot, but for right now it works really well. The other organizer is the 2-tier storage organizer. It comes in a 2-pack. These are really great, and the thing that I like the most about this is the fact that they have little bins or shelves or whatever you want to call them. That way you can pull those out. They have dividers that you can put in there, and they can hold water because I have my plants in there. So if I overflow the plant, which on that one I really shouldn't. In fact, I'm thinking about taking the plant out of the container that it is in and putting it there simply because it works. I mean, it holds water. I don't have to worry about spilling. I don't have to worry about any of those things. It looks nice, and I can take the whole container out and move it someplace else. That is something nice. And the little dividers so that you can then, if you have things that you don't want sliding around, you can put those in there. You don't have to worry about them sliding around. The Insel round placemats, okay, these are kind of cool. I don't know what about them that I really like. They are very muted, they are very subtle, but they look really nice. They look like something that you would just, put under I wouldn't necessarily use it as a placemat. I like using it as, oh my gosh, I will say it, I'm almost using it as a doily. Yep, it's true. I am almost using it as a doily. I'm putting it under things that are on my countertop, on my stands. They are rugged. They wash. Yes, I ran them through the washer and the leather came out fine. They held their shape. So they'll stand up to stains. They look really nice, and I like just the fact that it's just subtle. It's something that you can put down. It's really great underneath things so that you don't have to worry about something scratching up your wooden table or plates or those sort of things. Like I said, I don't know if I'd use this for a placemat, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Linen closet sateen cotton sheets. I have no idea why they are calling these sateen, because to me they just feel like cotton, and I can say I have been sleeping on them. Wash them. I like the way that they're made. They have elastic going up the corners. They have elastic on the for the fitted sheet part. They have elastic all the way around the fitted sheet. They feel good. They are not too heavy. They are not stiff. They don't have that extra weight to them, but they also don't feel like you're sleeping under nothing, which I hate that. I hate when you have a sheet that feels like, there's nothing there. I want to know that I have a sheet on top of me. I like the way that they wash. I like the fact that they don't wrinkle too bad for a cotton sheet, which is why I think they are the sateen sheet. They come out nice. They fold really well, and they are not hot, which is another thing. I don't want a sheet that's going to retain tons and tons of heat and then cause me to be burning up at night. No. You will like these. They do fit my bed, which is a normal size mattress. It is a queen size. I don't have to worry about not having enough of the sheet to tuck under. And yes, I'm one of those people who sleeps completely covered up, with my head completely covered up, and there is enough sheet to cover up over my head. So yeah, they fit, they're wonderful, they feel good. I can honestly say I like them. Okay, these are something that I have not used yet, but I got them and I'm going to put them in here because Christmas is coming up. Don't complain about Christmas coming up. These are cedar sprigs that I'm going to be putting in probably garlands, a few arrangements that I have in my house, and I like the way that they look. They don't look massively fake, but they also don't look too real. The problem is the fact that the garlands that I'm still using don't look the greatest, so I didn't want something that looked 100% real, because then it would make my garlands look 100% fake. But I also didn't want something that looked 100% fake, because I know I'll be keeping these Sprigs for years. They do look nice. They have this nice feel to them. They almost, when you look at them, they look like they should be scented. They're not, but they should be. They look like they should be. I like the way that you can bend them, you can shape them, you can get what you want, and it falls right. That's the best part about this. These do fall like a cut piece of cedar would fall when you're holding it up, which is nice because a lot of times you get these cedar sprigs and they just, they're at attention no matter what you do with them. So yeah, these look nice, they feel good, and I'm going to enjoy them. You will see them showing up really soon as I start getting ready for Christmas. Not super soon, but soon. We have the light paint decoration, which is pretty cool. There are a few things that there's one thing that I would change about this, and that is I'm not in love with the switch on the side of it. But to be able to take this painting, which looks like, it just looks like a line drawing, then when you turn it on, you get what's supposed to be morning, then you get daytime, then you get an evening glow. All from one painting. It is rechargeable, so it comes with a USB cord, charge it up, then you can put it in. The thing which I don't like about it is I did not even know that you could adjust the brightness by running your finger over the side of the button. It's sort of touchy, but it is really, really nice to have, and I can honestly say that I like it, and it's one of those things that I think that other people would like. But remember, if you are getting this, it is something which you're going to have to think about to make sure that you can put it in a spot where you can charge it up, recharge it, take it down. Are you actually going to turn it on at night or daytime or whatever? It is one of those things where you are turning it on or off. It does not come with a remote. So that is something to think about. Now, something which you have, by now I do believe you have seen these. These are the Rocoking grow lamps. And I think that they are really good as long as you remember a few things. Remember, whenever you're going to hang them up, especially with the adhesive, to clean off your shelves or whatever you're putting on with alcohol so that way it can stick really well. There are a couple things to also remember is the fact that these do not have a normal timer. You can set them to come on for 12, 3, 9, 12 hours, and then they were off for whatever amount of time that's left in that 24-hour period. They are easy to install, and they give a good light. I think they have overcomplicated things with the fact that there is a 10% increment of the lights being able to increase in brightness, and I think that's way overcomplicated for what you need. But they are really good. My plants are loving them, and I think it's one of those things where it is worth the time and effort it takes to put them up and install, and they're not too big. Okay, so those are as a quick overview of the things that I am loving this, I think you're going to love for this October. They're really nice. I can honestly say I am enjoying every one of them. If there's something you would like to see me try, let me know down in the comments. There are links to all of these that are affiliate links to Amazon and all of these in the description. Yes, that link does help this channel so I can try out other products, those sort of things. But I would never recommend, I'd never tell you about these things unless they were my favorites of the month, and I've had some bad items come by. If you want to see a video of the things that I would not recommend, like an unhaul, let me know down in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I get to see you again. However, before we go, I want to take this time to thank these wonderful people who really help keep this channel going. Without them, I'm not sure I could actually do this channel. If you would like to become part of the Patreon family or part of the YouTube member program where you get these videos ahead of time, and you also get a weekly behind the scenes vlog, just go ahead and subscribe to that. If not, you could help this channel out by liking and sharing this video. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that this is a video that other people should see. And there are lots of things about these items that I probably didn't cover because, you know, this is a short video just telling you what my favorites are. If you ask me questions about them down in the comments, I probably will be able to answer you. If not, I will be able to find out the answer for you. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I get to see you again the next time you stop by.